Ms. Zainab Omotoyosi Gbadamosi, a 400 level student at the Federal University of Technology, Mina. She is driven by a passion for learning and growth and dedicated to expanding her knowledge and skills. Outside of academics, she's a radio newscaster and presenter. She's also an entrepreneur with interest in catering, writing, and graphics design. Today, she will be speaking on the topic making the right choice, course selection, and institution insight. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Ms. Zainab Badamasi. Ms. Zainab Badamasi, welcome.
Thank you very much. All right, good evening, everyone. I trust you're all doing well today. I hope I'm audible enough.
Yes, please.
Okay. I hope everyone is doing well today. It's a pleasure to be here with you all, and I'm going to be talking on the topic, making the right choice, selection, and institution insights. So I think I will have the slides now, please. Okay. Okay, I'm not seeing your screen, please. Okay, so making the right choice starts from you. You need to ask yourself, what do you like? What can you do? What are you capable of? What's that thing you love doing without getting tired? What's your passion? Those are the first questions you need to ask yourself. Now, making the right choice of course selection and institution insights, it's a lot more to handle. And I would like to ask a few questions from some of the participants here, and I'm just going to call randomly, and I would like you to give me an answer. Miss Alia, can you tell me what course you would like to study and why would you like to study that course? I hope Miss Alia can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. I would
All
love
right.
to study medicine and surgery.
Okay.
Due to the high level of these people, the way the life of people are in risk these days. So I would love to be
Okay.
among to save this country, the life of people in the country. So I'm determined to be a medical doctor. So I'll be able to save lives.
Okay, that's very beautiful. All right, I'm going to be asking another person here. Okay, Miss Alimat, can you tell me what course would you like to study and why?
Hello.
Can't hear you.
I would like to study nursing, and because I have this passion of helping people in the society and being able to make people healthy and happy.
Okay, that's a good one. So, Mr. Mohammed Sehude, can you tell me what course would you like to study and why? Mr. Mohammed Sehude. Okay, Mr. Mubarak, can you tell me what course would you like to study and why?
I think I will prefer to study education, but not,
Okay.
I haven't yet decided which of the education courses, because I think we need more of educators now who can teach something more productive for the country.
Okay, that's beautiful. I do love all your responses based on the courses you would like to study and why. But there's something I would like you to know, that now you've made a choice, either being a science student, an art student, or a commercial student. And that choice started right from when you were in SS1. You made a choice that you are going to study one course in the university or the other. Now, at this stage, at SS1, that's when the planning started. Now, as a science student, we have various courses, and although I'll be giving the breakdown of each category of the courses at the end of the lecture, but I would like to share a story with you. Please, can I get the slide, the second slide? Mr. Abdulakim, can I get the second slide, please? Okay, thank you. Making the right choice starts from you, like I said earlier. Know what catches your interest, identify your strengths and weakness, explore what you're capable of doing. So with this, I would like to share a story with you. When I was little, I also had the ambition to become a doctor. And that was because it was all over the place that being a doctor or a lawyer is prestigious. And I also admire the way they dress, the way they looked smart. But as I got older, I discovered something about myself. And that was, I did not like anything injection or seeing blood. So, because it's something that gives me, would I say, goosebumps? But I also wanted to become a doctor. So I told myself that with this attitude, how would I be able to cope with studying medicine? So this made me had a change of mind to study another course. Then I decided to be a banker. And I also had a reason why I wanted to be a banker. And that reason was because I love the way they were smartly dressed. And I thought that bankers had money because, they work in the bank and we save our money in the banks. So obviously they had money. But when I got to JSS1, I started studying business studies. And again, the admission dropped. That's because I did not like the subject at all, because there were too many calculations and I did not like shorthand. Like, I dislike shorthand greatly. So I now decided again that I'm going to have a change of mind. Then I look at the courses that wasn't all about health or too much calculations and the likes. Then I decided to go for computer science. So this explains knowing my interest, what catches my interest, identifying my strength and weakness. I know that seeing injection and blood makes me feel uncomfortable. So I decided to, step away from it and move on to something else. So, like I said earlier, making the right choice starts from you. You only know yourself. You need to identify what is that thing that catches your interest. Now, like computer science, I feel like computer science has a little bit of notes and a little bit of coding. It's something I can cope with. It's something I can do. Unlike the business studies that I'll just bury my head trying to balance this account, the cash transaction and all that. So it was a lot for me to handle then. So now, like I said earlier, you're in the planning phase of choosing what you want to study. And as you are preparing for JAM and UTME, selecting a course depends on you and your passion. But there are some mistakes that we make when we are selecting courses. Now, the common mistakes that we make when selecting courses. Next slide, please. Okay, in the next slide, the first one is lack of research and planning. Okay, next slide, please. So now when you have insufficient information, that is when you don't gather enough information about the course you want to study. Like I said earlier, when I was little, I wanted to study medicine. All I know about medicine was that they dress smartly, they go, you know, the way they do, the way they talk, all this movie, and it's prestigious. Everybody was on about medicine when we were little, and law. So I did not have the sufficient information, but I knew what was my passion, what was my interest. So not getting enough information about the course, its content and its requirements, this is one of the mistakes we do make in when selecting a course. Now, take for example a course like geology. We know that geology deals with mining and resources, but a lot of people do not know that it involves a lot more stress than it seems. So now, the second one is undefined future ambition. This is when you don't have a clear future ambition. You just want to be this, you just want to be that. Now, when you don't have a defined, clear academic and career goal, it leads to poor course selection. And in this category, this is where the copycats falls in. But we're going to move on to the copycats as we go on. Now, the next one is chasing popularity. Like I said earlier, many of us just want to be known with, okay, yes, I'm a medical doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm a sociologist. That is all we just want to do. We don't even want to know what the course is all about, what's the importance of the course. And I do like one of the speakers, the person that responded, that she said she wants to become a medical doctor because she wants to save life. That means you know that, okay, you are having an ambition. There is a reason why you want to become a medical doctor. Now, the next one is ignoring strength and weakness. Now, not considering your individual strengths and your weakness, and also your learning style, is one of the biggest mistake we do when selecting course. Now, courses like sociology, courses like law, courses like political science and the likes requires a lot of reading. It requires you reading, it requires you researching, it requires you studying. And you notice that you're the kind of person that do not like studying. What exactly are you going to do in sociology now? Because obviously it's just like you are writing a letter to failure. Now, so you need to understand your strength and your weakness. When you know that you can comfortably solve mathematics for a long period of time, and you know how to repair things like things in the house and all that, you know that, okay, your line is engineering. You just need to know what suits you, what is your goal, what is your passion. Then the next one is lack of consultation and guidance. Yes, this is not seeking consultation from academic advisors or your teachers or mentors for guidance. And that's why I really commend the organizer of this program, because it's just giving you an insight on what to know about the courses to learn. Because yesterday you've learned a lot about preparing for your exams, and today you are learning about how to choose course selection and institution insights. So I'll really commend the organizer of this program. This is a job well done. Now, the next one is the copycats. Like I said earlier, some people are you just want to follow their friends' footsteps. This is the category that people fall in because your friend chose this course. You now feel that, okay, it is suitable for you. You want to be in the same place with your friend. You know, you want to be twinning with your friend and all that. This is one of the biggest mistakes, one of the common mistakes that many people make. So I want you to remember that at the end of the day, you'll study a course that you don't have passion for. And when you don't have passion for a course, there is no point, there's no point like pursuing your goal. Because at the end of the day, what are you studying the course for? You're just there studying the course without passion. Now, the final one is the I want to belong gang. Now, you're fully aware that you're not capable of studying for a long period of time, or you don't like English language. But because of the praises you want to receive from people that, yes, she's a mathematician, you know, she has sense, she's smart, she's this, she's that, she studies cybersecurity. That's all you just want. These are the mistakes that youths we do make when selecting a course. Now, before we move on to how to select your course, like the ways to select your course, I would like to ask a question, and I also pick randomly from the audience. So let me check. Mr. Kosoko Ahmed, can you hear me? Mr. Kosoko Ahmed. Okay. Moreni KG. Can you hear me? Please, can you all hear me?
We can hear you, ma.
All right. Okay, so I'll just call Mutmaina, Miss Mutmaina. So I want you to tell me, can you give me an insight on how to select your course based on what was discussed earlier?
Well, I'm coming now. He said
Okay.
we should research about what we want to do before we pick the course.
Okay.
And you
Okay,
also
that's
said
very Yeah, I'm listening.
and you also said we should not copy what our friends are doing because my friend is in this department. I also want to go there to go and do what she's doing.
All right, that's very correct. So I need someone else. Mukuthum Abdulaziz. Can you give me an insight on how to select a course based on what has been discussed earlier?
Ma, I'm just joining, so I don't really know much.
Okay. Okay, I'll just one more person. Rahmat, can you tell me, can you give me an insight on how to select a course based on what was discussed earlier? Okay, I'm trying to make this interactive. I don't know if you can hear me. Please respond. Okay, so I'll just move on. Someone talking.
We can hear you. Speak on.
All right, so I'll just move on. Now, I'll give you an insight on how to select courses and also institution insights. So the first thing that you need to do is to identify your strength and your weakness. Like I said earlier, know exactly what you are capable of doing. Find what you like, choose your interest. It is important that you know that you are well grounded in mathematics and you love solving problems. Then you know that, okay, this course is for me. But if it's subject like biology or chemistry, then you know that, okay, you can do well in medical courses. So you have to identify and know your strength and weakness and know the goal, your aim and objective of what you're doing. Then the next one is analyze market demands. Like I said earlier, you have to research the job markets, the industry trends, and also the student demand for specific courses. This will help you know the relevance of any course you want to choose outside the four walls of the institution. And you also know how marketable your course is. For example, like I said earlier now, geology deals with mining of resources, and that is actually a good one. And it's also very, very lucrative, which can thrive in the job market. But look at Nigeria of today. How many people do you see getting a job in geology? Nigeria, the country today does not have enough demand for people studying geology. It's also the same thing as it course philosophy. Now, you want to study philosophy, look at the job market. Who are those employing people that study philosophy? So you have to make sure you analyze the market trends and know that, okay, this course I'm choosing is going to be lucrative after I leave university. Now, for people that are studying fishery, agriculture, and all those practical courses, you know that they can establish by themselves when they go out of the university. Now, when you study courses like nursing, pharmacy for the science students, there's every tendency that you can set up your own business or get a job. So you have to know the relevance of your course in the market. This is very, very important. Then the last one is monitor the course performance. Yes, this means that you need to collect feedback from students and employers on how relevant the course is. Like I said earlier, studying philosophy does not really have a lot of prospect in Nigeria today. And that's because the job placement rate for it is very low. And that is why you need to know, you need to regularly check and update yourself for different type of courses so that you're going to know how effective they are in today's world. Now we're going to move into institution insights. Now basically we know that we have three types of institution, main types of institution in Nigeria. We have the College of Education, we have the Polytechnic, and so the College of Education, we have what we call Nigeria Certificate in Education. Now, it's a 3-year program that prepares students for teaching careers in primary and secondary school. I'm sure you know colleges of education, like there's one we have in Zuba, there's one we have in Mina. Now, this College of Education is a school that is a 3-year program that they are going to teach you how to be professional teachers that will thrive in this industry of teaching. And basically it's for primary and secondary school. Then the second one is the Bachelor of Education. Those are those that go to study in the university. Like one of the speakers I asked earlier on, he said he wants to study education. So if you decide to study education, you can also go to university to study education. And the certificate you're going to collect there is Bachelor of Education. But for College of Education, you're going to collect Nigeria Certificate in Education. So the Bachelor of Education is a 4-year program that prepares students for teaching careers in primary and secondary school as well. So when you research about College of Education, you understand that teachers do go for IT during their 200 level. They go for 6 months IT and teaching practice. So I went to College of Education and I studied computer science, mathematics. So because I studied computer science, I had to go for IT for 3 months. And then thereafter, I went for teaching practice for the remaining 3 months. But if you're studying other courses, then you have to go for your teaching practice for the full 6 months. Now we have the postgraduate diploma in education, that is the PGDE, and that is a 1-year program that prepares students for teaching careers in primary and secondary school as well. Now, people that do PGDE mostly are those people that maybe went to the Polytechnic and they want to switch to education courses. So they just write the PGDE exam for them to, get a certificate that, yes, they are a certified teacher. So the next one is So the next one we're going to be talking about is the polytechnics. Yes, the polytechnics are institutions of higher learning that provide practical and vocational training in various fields, such as technology, engineering, applied sciences like mathematics and the likes. So the type of institutions we have for polytechnic, we have the federal polytechnics. Those are the ones that are owned by federal government. We have the state polytechnics, and we also have the private polytechnics. I know that these ones are the expensive ones, but people do go there too. So the certificate you collect in polytechnics is the national diploma. That's your ND. And your ND is a 2-year program that provides a foundational training in specific fields. What I mean specific field, that means the course of study that you want to study. So it's just a 2-year program for you. Then after that, then you go for your higher national diploma. That's what we call HND. HND is also a 2-year program that builds on the So if you want to go to Polytechnic, rest assured that you are spending 4 years just like the university students. And after your HND, you are liable to go for your NYSC. And that's the same thing for the university, the degree. After your degree, you're going to go for NYSC. But unlike the College of Education, there's nothing like NYSC. You just have to go for your degree before you can do NYSC. So now moving on, we're going to go to the university. Now, the university is an institution of higher education and research, which awards academic degrees in various fields of study. Now, university provide a platform for students to engage in advanced learning, research, and intellectual inquiry, preparing them for careers and leadership roles in the society. And like, we have different types of universities. We have the public universities that are funded by the government, and we have the private universities. And the private universities are much more expensive than the public universities. So it depends on which one you decide to go. They are all very good. Now, the certificates you collect from after you study in university, we have the Bachelor of Arts, we have the Bachelor of Science, that's the BSc, we have the Bachelor of Engineering, that's the BEng, the Bachelor of Laws, LLB, Bachelor of Business Administration, BBA, Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery, that is the MBBS. So with this, I'm still going to give you an insight on the different categories of courses that are under this Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts, and the likes. So, but let us just take a sneak peek into the University of Technology. University of Technology is also an institution, the same thing as a university, but what is different is that they are field specific, they are based specifically on engineering courses, on technology courses, on applied sciences. So if you want to fully study engineering, like you want to go fully for it, I would advise that you go to the University of Technology. Like we have the University of Technology Mina, we have the one in Akure. So if you want to study applied courses, you have to go to university. Like now I'm in the University of Technology, Mina, yes. So I'll advise you to go to my school there. All right, so let's look at the courses we have under science and technology, because they've been wondering that, okay, science and technology, we have different categories of courses. We have the science and technology, we have the business and finance, we have arts and humanities, we have social sciences, we have health sciences. So it is important to know all this so that you can actually know the field you want to belong. So the first one here is the science and technology, and it has courses like computer science, engineering, and under engineering, we have courses like mechanical engineering, electrical, computer engineering, civil engineering. Then we have courses like data science, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, and other applied courses. Then the next one is the business and finance. Okay. So under the business and finance, we have the business administration, we have accounting, economics, finance, marketing, human resources management, entrepreneurship. So these are the courses under business and finance, and those are courses that commercial students study and they study for admission in the university. Then the next category is the arts and humanities. Okay, so under the arts and humanities, we have English language and literature, history, philosophy, fine arts, music, drama, theater arts, linguistic, languages, can be French, Spanish, Yoruba, Igbo. Then we also have the cultural studies. So these are the studies under arts and humanities. So if you're an art student, do well to pick anyone that suits your desire. Now we also have the health science courses. Now you see that these courses are also sciences, but they are under the category of health sciences. So we have science and technology, and we also have health sciences. Now the health sciences course, we have the medicine, nursing, pharmacy, public health, the biomedical engineering, medical laboratory, physiotherapy, occupational therapy, nutrition, and dietetics. So if you want to study any of these courses, it is important that you research about them. It's important that you make research about how they are marketable in Nigeria today, in the world today. So the next one we have is the social science courses. So for the social science courses, there are those courses that art students go for. Like I said earlier, the science and technology courses and the health sciences courses are those category that science students go for. Then the business and finance courses are those ones that commercial students go for. Now, the arts and humanities and the social science courses are the ones that arts students go for. So now under the social sciences, we have courses like psychology, sociology, anthropology, political science, international relations, economics, geography, urban and regional planning, social work, and criminology. And then finally, we have the education courses. So like someone said earlier, he wanted to study education. So education courses, it's like, how would I say, it's a general course. It doesn't matter if you're in science, arts, or commercial, you can actually apply for education courses. It's just something that is, like say, free for every category to apply. So under the education courses, we have the education general. What this general means is that we have mathematics education, we have computer science education, we have business administration education. Then we also have the special education. Those ones are for special needs children. Then we have educational administration, the curriculum and instruction, the educational technology, the guidance and counseling, educational psychology, elementary education, secondary education, and early childhood education. Now, it is important that you remember to consider your interests, your skills, and career goals when choosing a course to study. Now, I'm in 400 level currently, and I'm studying industrial mathematics in FUTME. So based on what I decided to study when I was little, I decided that, okay, since I don't like seeing blood, and also I don't want to do anything bulky like the banking job, I now decided to go for computer science, and that's what I did in College of Education. And now I'm studying mathematics in the university. So it's kind of related. So it gives me that free hand to pursue my passion. Can you hear me? So all in all, in order for you to excel in your courses or your field of study, you just have to find your strength and weakness, know exactly what works for you, know how you can cope with your time management, and the likes like that. So with that, I hope you've gained valuable knowledge on course selection and institution insights. That was the topic that was given to me. And I would like to appreciate the organizer of this program. Thank you very much. And thank you to everyone for listening and joining. It shows that you are key on gaining new knowledge. And I wish you success in your upcoming UTME and WAEC. It's a pleasure to have you all.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Badamosi, for such an engaging and informative session. Your insights on choosing the right course and institution will undoubtedly empower our participants to make thoughtful and informed decisions. Thank you very much. Our final speaker for this program is Mr. Odetayo Wasiu Omobewaji. He will be addressing a topic that resonates with every UTME candidate: time management and stress control during UTME preparation. Mr. Odetayo Wasiu Omobewaji is a meticulous and focused educationist with a strong academic background. He is a graduate of the Federal University of Uyo, Akwa Ibom, and Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, where he earned a Bachelor of Arts in English Education and a Master's in English, respectively. A seasoned English language tutor, diction trainer, and writer, Mr. Omobewaji has contributed into pedagogy teaching. He currently serves as a lecturer at the College of Health Technology, Ejigbo, and is the chairman of the Association of Nigerian Authors, Osun Chapter. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Odetayo. Welcome, Mr. Odetayo. Mr. Odetayo, the floor is yours, sir.
Hello? Hello, can you hear me now?
We can hear you, sir.
Okay, good afternoon.
Sir.
I'm sorry. It's just an impromptu. I don't know what the protocol is like there, but I will try to settle down within 2 minutes or so now so that we can have a pleasant moment with each other.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Yeah, okay, sorry. I'm very sorry for that. I'm just entering an environment that I have to lecture them before now. So I thought I'll be speaking first. That's why it took me a little bit late to be here. Apology for that. Now, my name is Mr. Odetayo Wasi Omobewaji, as they have introduced before. I will be speaking on time management and time stress control. Please, if you are hearing me, kindly please let me know.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you're welcome. Yeah. I don't know what the protocol is like there, but I duly observe all the protocol and also greet the future leaders because I believe every student that is aspiring for greater heights in life is a future leader. And I believe we are going to achieve our aim and meet in the apogee of life, inshallah. Okay, before we dwell on the main content of, we have to know what time management is and also self-control. Oftentimes we have been heard of time is money. Is it the money that we spend? Oftentimes we have been hearing that, oh, time is very, very important and we have a short period of time. After all, we have a longer time in life. But I want to say, when we say time is money, what it means is that every of our life, every of our being is related to time. And if we did not manage that time very well, we are going to end up not achieving our aims in life. In everybody's life, there are 3 stages of life. We have the time where we are toddlers, we are by everything, they will control us, we cry to collect something, we only aspire for things and make it known to our parents, they will provide everything for us. At long run, the second stage is the youth stage, whereby everything you have to do, you have to manage it yourself. Even your parents may guide you towards some certain things, but you have to know that they can only guide, but they cannot force you to do so many things. That's the most important stage in life. And you will observe, you will know that this stage is the stage that most of us, we do our work, we do our UTME and the likes. So it is laudable for the person that organized this program in order to sensitize us on time management and stress control as far as UTME is concerned. Yeah, UTME is one of the exam in Nigeria that's very germane before you can enter any institution these days, especially when you want to do a reasonable course. you have to do UTME. But there are some things that we must know when it comes to UTME. Oftentimes, right from our GS labs, we have been trained to achieve certain things in life, especially especially our academics. Now, if you UTME now, for example, we only have 4 months to the UTME. How do you do? How do you manage your time? Then when you are managing your time, how do you now control the stress? Because you still have to do so many things. Despite the first thing that we must know is that interest is very, very important. Interest. When we say interest, we are talking about you as a person. What was your intent? What do you want in life? What do you want for yourself? The goal that I will set as someone that wants to do medicine, I want to score like 320 upward or 350, if God's willing, will be different from the goals that someone that is just someone that want to, maybe if I just say 150, I'm okay, let me just go to Polytechnic, let me just go 20, which I believe everybody here is not like that. I know you want to achieve something reasonable and something greater. I believe we are following so that we'll not just be talking. Sorry.
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
All right, thank you. Now, the first thing I said is interest. What is your own interest? What exactly do you want? Do you want to score 320? Do you want to score 350 or what? Yeah, well, I'll be okay with 180. So that your interest will now determine how you are going to manage your time. What are the things that you need to do to manage your time? I will only give us 4. The first one is that you set a clear goal. When we say setting a clear goal, what I want to achieve. And this goal now, we have long-term goal and short-term goal. Our long-term goal may be, okay, I want to score 350. That's your interest. That's your aim and objective. You will now break that goal. Before I can achieve this, I must finish all the syllabus. Maybe I'm offering English, mathematics, physics, chemistry. Maybe that's what I'm offering. Before I can have justice to that, I must be able to finish all the syllabus. Though we have been taught from the beginning, but there are some things that you still have to read very well before you can achieve. That means rigorous reading now. How will you now break your goal? How will you have a clear goal? It is not that you say that, oh, I will finish all my syllabus in 3 months' time. No, that's not a goal. You are not setting a goal for yourself. If you want to set a goal, you're okay, this week, I want to ensure that I finish 3 or 4 topics in physics. And every night, I want to be doing 50 questions every night. That is a clear goal. So you know that once you did not do 50 questions in a night, you are carrying that over. Automatically, very early in the morning, you must cover up before you do another one in the night. That means you are setting a clear goal. This month, okay, I have 3 months to my exam. Okay, I must finish physics textbook, the revision, because by now I don't expect you to take a textbook and say you want to be reading from one edge, let me use literature language, from the epilogue to the prologue, or from the prologue to the epilogue. I don't think you will want to do that. Just now you want to do revision of what you have been taught before. The one that you have not been taught, you are going to pinpoint it. You itemize it out so that, and that's the essence of having a coaching class. So every coaching class now is not that we start from, okay, what is physics during this time or during the period of time? No, it's only the difficult topics. The difficult topics that they are going to do justice to you so that when you are reading, you will understand so many things. Okay, the second is that you are going to create a study schedule. You create a study schedule. To schedule your time, it is best to have a timetable. Majority of us, we have a goal, but we don't have a timetable. Anytime I just take my book and be reading. Though when we get to stress control, you are going to understand much better what I'm trying to say. You don't just take a book, and we are different. Some you can read in the midnight and you are okay. Some during the day, you can read it during the day, then you are okay with that. But once you understand yourself, that's when you now create a study schedule. Okay, today, by this also time, I want to read physics after the class. By this other time, I want to read biology. By this time, I want to read chemistry. So you create a study schedule for yourself. Then another problem that we all have. For me, I'm not hearing what to say. Hello, are we following?
You can go on, sir.
Okay. The major problem everybody have is procrastination. And when we say procrastination, the English people will say the thief of time. Most of us, we find ourselves procrastinating things. I want to do this tomorrow. I will do this next week. The question is, why not now? Why will you be procrastinating? Oh, I will read my book tomorrow. I don't need to read now. Oh, I will go to lesson tomorrow. I will start lesson next week. I will start next month. Why starting next month when they are already in the class now? Why can't you join them so that the little that you are going to achieve will enhance you rather than procrastinating what we ought not to? We have so many things we procrastinate, but this is basically on our UTME, and that's why I limited my explanation in that regard. So I will advise everybody, in order to manage your time successfully, you don't have to procrastinate. You don't have to procrastinate. Whatever you want to do, you do it now. Not tomorrow, not don't. Well, one of my boss, we always say that if you can do it in the next 2 hours, you can do it now. So create your time and avoid being procrastinating. And then the fourth one is that you have to have a study guide. We don't just study. We don't just take textbook and start reading. There must be a study guide. And most of the time, your tutor in a lesson, your tutor in a place, they are your guide. So they are the one that's going to guide you on some certain things. There are some things that you cannot read and even understand. That's the truth of the matter. Oh, well, maybe literature aspect or government aspect, you can read and easily decipher what you are reading. But when it comes to physics, chemistry, though I'm not a physics, chemistry person, I believe that there are some topics you cannot just pick and you are going to get what is there, except you are being tutored or guided in that regard. So regarding your study guide, you still have to have someone that will guide you on some certain things. That's why it's essential for you to have a tutorial that you are attending in order to have a very good result during your UTME preparation. Then the last one on time management is you track your progress. You track your progress. How will you track your progress? When you are doing questions, okay, this topic, I think I've done justice to it and I understand the topic very well. You pick questions on the topic. You will observe that, okay, we have a textbook called LAMLAD. This LAMLAD, whenever you read any topic, you are going to see it there. The questions regarding that topic. As you are doing the topic, as you are doing the questions, you will know maybe what you ought to achieve. There you will know that, okay, oh, this, I can achieve this, and I think I have achieved this. This one, the one I haven't achieved, okay, let me try and do the needful so that I can achieve what I want to achieve. So those are the things we need to do as far as time management is concerned. The first one is you create interest on what you want to have. The second one is that you set a clear goal regarding that. The third one is that you are going to create a study schedule for yourself. Then you avoid procrastination. Then after that, study guide and guidance is also very, very important. And lastly, you track your progress by doing different past questions in order to achieve your aim. Now, during the course of all this, you will agree with me that there is stress coupled with going to lesson, going to doing some house chores and some other things. There will always be a. How do you control the stress? You be a bookworm. Reading 24 hours a day. We have some people like that. I have a brother like that who just stand 12 hours, he just stand up, urinate, and then. But that cannot help. If you are not the kind of person, if you are not the one that is channeled to that thing before, you cannot say because you want to do UTME now, yes, I want to be reading 12 hours. My brother, you will break down. And when you break down, you won't even be able to read again, and you won't be able to do the exam that you want to do. So the first thing that is best to do is to take a break and rest. When you feel you need to take a break and you need a rest. So we have what we call Pomodoro techniques. You can research on that. This Pomodoro techniques let us know that if you reach for 5 minutes and you believe that your body system is not that in line with what you are reading, take a 5-minute break. Come back to it and continue reading. So the propagator of that theory believes that as you take a break, at times your brain will be refreshed and you are going to understand what you are reading. Only of that, most of the time you need to take a break and rest while you're thinking it. Because if you observe very well, you observe critically that when you are watching film, for example, you can sit down in front of a screen 24 hours, 48 hours, and you are enjoying the film without even budge. The only thing that you stand up, urinate. But when the moment you carry your book, if you don't have that interest and passion at heart, maximum already yanning. Today. Why? Because our body wants enjoyment. Our body wants luxuries. Our body wants to enjoy life, but it doesn't want to work. So, and when it comes to work, we are going to force our body in order to, and while you are forcing your body to work in line with what you want, you must avoid breaking down. In lieu of that, you have to take a break and rest when the need arises. Then how will you also control your stress? Is to break tasks into manageable pieces. You break your tasks into manageable pieces. Take for instance, there was a friend of mine in the school during my undergraduate. The guy in question have 1.6 as a GP in 100 level. And we all know this guy is brilliant to some extent. Something happened that warrants that. Before the guy can graduate with just 2-1, before he can graduate with 2-1, he has to have first class throughout, even in English department. How will he do it? The guy in question started reading 24/7, whenever you see him reading all the time. But we don't later graduate together. Do you know why? During our final paper, he was unable to do 2 exams. He was hospitalized. Why? He did not manage the stress. He did not try to break the task into minutes.
What's this?
Hello, who is it? Hello, are you there?
Sir, you can go on, sir.
Okay, someone is talking. Is it what I need to hear?
It's a mistake, I think.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So what I'm saying next is that breaking your tasks into manageable pieces. You want to read physics, you have like 6 or 7 topics to read. You cannot just put the 7 topics together and started reading without stopping or anything. You have to break it. Okay, today I want to finish a topic. Tomorrow I want to finish another topic. Next tomorrow I want to finish another topic. Not, oh, I have the power, I can read everything together. Before you know it, you will not even understand many things in what you are reading. So that's why you have to break your task into manageable pieces.
Can you just mute?
Hello? Hello? Hello, are we together?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, shall I? So are we all together? Can I continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, lastly, what is also important is that to manage stress, exercise and what you eat, which is your nutrition, is also very, very important. The moment you read, you are exhausted, stand up, take a walk within the environment or even in your room. After some minutes, go back to what you are reading. You will see that you are going to refresh, your mind will be refreshed and you will understand what you are reading. Then what you take is also very important in what you, that will enhance our effectiveness. While you are reading, some of us, we tend to just put Milo beside us and start linking Milo. I have some people like that. Some fruits, they will put it together and say they are reading. Fine, if it works for you, there is no problem. If it works for you, but if you know that that will serve as a distraction to you, don't even go near it. And not only that, some of us, while we are reading, we listen to music. I don't know how you do 2 or 3 things at a time. You put AirPod or earpiece in your head and you said you are reading. What are you reading? Because the reflex in the brain have to concentrate to what we are reading. So it is essential for us to have a full concentration, especially when we are preparing for an exam. So there is a difference between reading for leisure. When you are reading for a leisure, you can put earpiece and be listening to anything you want to listen at the same time reading, because that's for leisure. You may not want to really comprehend the details of what you are reading. But if you are reading to pass an exam, it's like you are in the class, the teacher is teaching you and you are listening to music. How will you be able to understand what the teacher is saying? It's not possible. You just have to have a full concentration in what you are doing. Now, dotting or UTM is a dotting task, and that is why all hands must be on a desk when you want to pass the exam. And what I mean by all hands must be on deck is that you must be able to manage your time very well and ensure that you achieve what you want to achieve. And while you manage your time, it will enhance the stress control. You will have to control yourself as much as you want to read, and read. Once you break your task into minimal, you create a study schedule, you set a clear goal, then you are good to go. So in that way, this is where I'll be drawing the curtain, which I believe, though I ought to make this because I'm a teacher, I always want an interactive class. But due to the nature of this, so you are going to take me as I am because I just get to a place where I need to do something. So I just have to sit down there and be talking. So apology if there is any inconvenience. And I even don't even know that I don't really check the day. Let me put it that way. I thought it would be Tuesday. So, but thank God we still have a time, even though it may not be up to my satisfaction because I ought to have a slide presentation so that everybody can follow as I speak. But with the little, I believe you are able to pinpoint some things. So while you manage your time, your interest is very, very important. You set a clear goal, you create a study schedule, you avoid procrastinating, you create a study guide and have a guidance, then you track your progress along the line. And when you want to manage your stress, so far you have managed your time, it will enhance you to manage your stress. So while you're reading, you take a break and rest sometimes. Then you have to, another one that's very important, that you have to stay positive in whatever you want to do. I want to achieve this, I'm going for this, you are going for it. Don't be negative. How can I do it? No. There is nothing that we cannot achieve. There is nothing that we cannot achieve. Once we put our mind to it, we ensure we have a reasonable, a very good guidance. We have a good study guide, then we manage our time very well. I believe, inshallah, we are going to achieve a better thing and also pass our exam very well. So thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate the organizer of this program. And I also appreciate the students that make themselves available to enhance themselves regarding this. May Almighty Allah ensure that we achieve something better in life. Good day, everyone.
Thank you for that enriching session on time management and stress control, Mr. Odetayo. Your strategies and tips will be invaluable for our participants as they work towards their UTME success. Before we conclude today's event, we'll have a short question and answer session. This is your opportunity to ask any questions you may have about today's lectures or any other concerns related to your UTME preparation. Please raise your hand if you have a question, or feel free to type your question in the chat box. If you have a question, please raise your hand or put it in the chat box. And please try to signify who you have your question, who the question is for. Anybody? Are there no questions?
It's fine, my guy.
Are there any questions from anybody?
Let me see my question.
Okay, I'm seeing a question on my
Little Swag X, who are you directing your question to?
I'm seeing one question.
and the person knows you know. But this person speaking English.
Go on, sir.
Okay. Mr. Bewaji, the question is for you, sir.
Okay, thank you. The question is comfort zone. How did comfort zone affect someone? And the person don't have an exact space to study without disturbance. Yeah, that's a very good question. When we say comfort zone, do we have that? Comfort zone is a place you have that is free from any form of disturbance. Then the disturbance is failing. You can be in a comfort zone where they play music, and the music will not be an interest to what you do, because at that particular point in time, that's your comfort zone. But when it comes to reading, your comfort zone is a serene environment, the environment that will be free from any form of disturbance. And if peradventure, take for instance, you are the kind of person that is living behind a church, let me put it that way. And what you normally do is that you read in the night or in the midnight. And it is always a vigil all the time when you are where you are staying. And you know that the moment they start the vigil is a distraction to you. My advice in that regard is that you have to leave that place you call a comfort zone, since it's disturbing your study, to find another place. That is why we have libraries. We have library. You can leave your house and go to the library. You have schools within your vicinity that you can easily go, maybe in a class, then you read whatever you want to read, then you go back home. That place will not be your comfort zone, not your home again. I believe I've answered your question in that regard. Hello? Okay, let me see if you have another question. Yeah. Please, can you recommend websites that can assist preparation? Yes, there are so many websites, but these days, so many websites have been monetized, in which you have to pay before you'll be able to have access to their learning. But once you have we have some websites that you can download textbook. There is no tutor to teach you regarding anything, but you can download a textbook. So I think I'll be sending that. Yeah, that is the Nigeria we have now. Everything is monetized. Everybody don't want to do things for free or for fun again. So you have to pay before you access anything. But most time, once you have the necessary textbook to yourself, then you are in a coaching class, they give you guidance and some other things. Then you can go online and search whatever you want to search. Then you are going to see that a YouTube video regarding that, or someone that posted something regarding that. So I think if you put all those things together, you'll be okay with your study. Yeah, another question. How can I read and not forget? Yeah. That's a very, very good question. We are not created equally. And some, the moment they just read, it's in their brain already. Ask them anytime, they are okay with it. But there are some people, let me use myself as an example. I cannot read a material once and be justified. I cannot read the material once and said I want to go and do exam with it. I will not perform well. Consistency. The neuron in our brain recognize consistency. That is why when you are riding a bike, when you start learning a bike, before you start, you are not perfect. They are supporting you. As long as you keep on riding it, you will get perfect with it. And before you know it, you'll be free. You won't even know what you are doing as you are riding. You just know that you know how to ride it very well. So consistency is very, very important. Read often. It's just like if you put a bowl of water, if you put a bowl in front of a faucet, the one we normally call tap, because tap is an American English, while faucet is a British English. If you put it under a faucet and we open it small, you will observe that before the morning, the water will flow to some extent. But we did not put anything inside the water. The bucket will dry, even if there is little water inside it. That's how our brains work. We just have to study materials often time. Read very well. Okay, I'm seeing another question. Can you give a detailed information about the course, MBBS? I know some courses, but not all. Can you please explain more on MBBS? Means industrial mathematics. I'm sorry I will get that name. Please look at that. Okay, that question is not for me anyway.
All right, so my name is Ms. Zainab Badamosi. Yes, you said, can you give a detailed information about the course in MBBS? I know some courses, but not all. So MBBS is all about medicine and surgery. So if you want to study medicine and surgery, that is MBBS. Then you said, courses under medicine and surgery, like anatomy, physiology. Okay, these courses are different from medicine and surgery. Anatomy deals with the study of the body, the same thing as physiology. So if you want to study other courses, like we have courses that deals with.
I give them yesterday. Go and be copying it now. I'll join you.
Sorry, can you hear me? Okay, so we have the courses that deals with the eye, the ears, and other parts of the body, but that is different from MBBS. It's totally different. I hope that answers your question.
Okay, since there are no more questions, we are going to be rounding up now. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we officially bring this two-day UTME 2025 professional orientation program to a close, I want to extend our deepest gratitude to our distinguished speakers, our dedicated organizers, and of course, our enthusiastic participants for making this program a success. Over these 2 days, we've been equipped with the knowledge, strategies, and confidence to excel in the UTME. We've learned about cracking the UTME code, staying motivated, choosing the right course and institution, and managing time and stress effectively. Success is a journey, and every step you take, whether it's preparing diligently, staying focused, or seeking guidance, brings you closer to your dreams. On behalf of AK Boy Creative Hub Educational Consultancy, I wish you outstanding success in your UTME and beyond. Remember, you have all it takes to achieve your goals. Thank you for being a part of this program. Stay inspired and have a wonderful day. Goodbye, everyone.